أهلا وسهلا فيكم في فيديو جديد. اليوم راح أشارككم قصة أحد عملائي مع رحلتهم بالتغذية الحدسية، لكن الفيديو راح يكون باللغة الإنجليزية لأن هذه اللغة اللي هي تكون مرتاحة معها أكثر. معظم محتواي مثل ما تعرفون باللغة العربية، لكن اليوم راح يكون بالإنجليزي، فإن شاء الله ما تمانعون ونوعا ما شوية من التغيير. فبس حبيت أسلم عليكم قبل لا نبدي المقابلة مع سارة، وإن شاء الله تستفيدون من اللي هي مرت فيه ومن خبرتها إلى الآن مع التغذية الحدسية.
Hi, how are you?
No, let me start.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Sara.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for being here today and telling us about your intuitive eating journey.
Thank you for interviewing me. I'm very excited.
Me too. Okay, so let's start by you explaining what was life like before we started working together, before you started applying the intuitive eating principles, and explain what problems were you facing.
So, life basically before intuitive eating was really hard. I've been dieting since I was, I think, 8, 13, maybe around 13, 14. I was also very active as a child. I did a lot of school activities, and I played volleyball. I did boxing, but I still had to eat around 1,600 calories or less.
Oh, wow. For
Yeah,
that age, and that age,
I know.
you're still growing.
I
Yeah.
was always so hungry, and I took these lessons on even to adulthood, which led to me trying to restrict myself the whole day, but I couldn't handle it, and I just ate everything at night. I couldn't stop myself. I binge ate every night, and I punished myself, and I told myself, no, you're not good. Again, for I don't know how many years.
Wow. So it was clear to you when we started working together, but maybe not in the past, that it was that cycle of restricting and binging, or this restriction itself, that was causing the overeating at night or the overeating at the weekend.
Yes, I didn't notice before because when I was younger, I was able to do it the whole week because you had school, you had that routine, and the whole week. And then on the weekend, we just me and my sister, we ate everything you could think of. I think from the moment I opened my eyes on Saturday, I ate everything till I slept.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
stop eating. And
And
I
it
was
was
still hungry.
yeah, and it felt like a reward at that time for being really good during the week.
It really did, but I couldn't
Like,
stick to it when I was an adult. So it ended up being binge eating at night and restricting in the morning, which it was not sustainable for me because I don't know, I didn't feel like I was myself or in control of what I was doing. I felt like there was a monster inside of me, a hungry monster, just vacuum everything.
And it's and you feel like you deserve to eat that amount of food because you're restricting all day, but at the same time you end up feeling so bad and so bloated and no energy during the day because you were eating all day, and then no energy at night because you ate so much at the end of the day. Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt.
Okay, so before we started working together, you filled out the health coaching questionnaire, which I do with all my clients, and you set out your goals. So I'm gonna read you the goals, and then I want you to tell us, like, how do you feel about them now? Or, where are you now in terms of these goals? So what you wrote was to help heal your relationship with food, feel lighter and more active, and stop dieting but still make healthy choices. So where are you now?
Oh, I have somewhat, I wouldn't say achieved because we're always learning. So I'm working towards, and it have basically felt I am feeling lighter. I do feel more active. I am making healthier choices than I did before. So I feel like in terms of these goals, I am working towards them. I am achieving. Um, and just, feeling lighter was something I wrote down, but I didn't really comprehend how much lighter I will be feeling. I feel lighter mentally and physically, which is something I was not expecting, which is
Amazing.
a really, yeah, I'm very proud of that.
Okay, so what about being more active?
Oh, I'm very active now, but I'm so happy that it's not, I have to do this to lose weight. I have to do this, or I punish myself because, oh, you ate a lot yesterday, you can't go to the gym. So I'm lifting weights. I'm learning how to swim. I'm
Nice.
doing it two times a week around, and the weights is three times a week. I go for walks just because I want to be outside. I don't care about burning calories or running, or I just want to live life, and I've been doing that finally.
Amazing. So you have become more active. You do feel lighter. Your relationship with food is still a work in progress, which is normal because it's definitely something that takes time, and there's no perfect. There's just learning, which is what you explained. And in the past, when the idea of stopping dieting, or those times where you would stop dieting, you would not eat healthy, right? You would just eat
Yes.
all the forbidden foods. So now you've made that decision that you are never going to diet. And how has that been different for you in terms of the food choices you make?
Oh, so in the past, when I would stop dieting, I would eat everything because I always thought, oh, I will diet again. So let me eat everything I want because I would have to say goodbye to all these foods. But now I'm not dieting, and there is no such thing as forbidden food. I
Amazing.
eat whatever I want I feel right now is more balanced than it was before, which is really good.
So the thought or the decision to stop dieting and allowing yourself all foods unconditionally has helped you eat healthier.
Yes, I'm definitely
Okay.
eating a lot more healthier than I did before. My thinking now, rather than it was before, my thinking now is how can I add to it that would still taste good but make me feel good at the same time, rather than before it's like, no, I want the unhealthy thing because I need to go back on a diet next week and I will never eat butter again. But that's not the case now. I usually add spinach to butter chicken. I make a salad with the burger. I still eat the burger. I still eat the fries. But I try to add something that I don't usually add. Yeah.
Yes. So your mentality has shifted. It's not a matter of, eating in a perfect way or completely sabotaging and eating all the, let's say unhealthy foods or forbidden foods. It's more of what can I add in order to feel better and eat in a more balanced way, knowing that if there's something you want, you can have it anytime, and there's no need to eat it in a way where you're not listening to your body, because why do that when you can have it later or you can have it another day?
Absolutely. 100%.
Amazing. Okay, so what was it about what you had seen, whether it was, on my YouTube channel or on my Instagram or my website, that made you want to reach out and for us to work together?
I think the biggest thing is the trying to heal the relationship with food. I saw your Instagram. You did some skits about, I think it was I think maybe before Ramadan. You did a skit about Ramadan and I watched it, and it was, let me eat a salad. I didn't eat salad today. And the other one was, oh, I'm on a diet. I have to eat all the salad. I'll have one sambusa. This skit really shocked me because I didn't realize that people can think this way. And if you can help me have this mentality, then I thought that I would be a lot happier.
Nice. So it was, you saw something that you could totally relate to.
100%. Yeah, that's it. I felt like I was the other person who just wants to not eat sambusa. And I wanted to eat sambusa.
Amazing. And you tried both working together one-on-one, and you tried the course, الأكل الصديق. So how did each style, whether it was course one-on-one or even group coaching, help you?
I think the one-on-one, because I was very clueless, was really helpful for me. We were able to discuss, generational trauma that led to all these food issues in the first place. We're able to discuss every week what challenges I'm facing. It was very personalized to my experience and my mental connection with food and activity. And I think that really helped. Yeah.
And then, and the course.
About the course, I think after I felt more comfortable, it was really good to watch the videos and do the activities to make sure I have these ideas. They are solidified. I can go back to them. It's like, oh, you forgot this point. We spoke about it, but you forgot it. It helped reimburse like these ideas and thoughts in my head. And I was a bit sad because I couldn't watch, obviously I'm the time difference. I couldn't watch the live.
You couldn't attend the group coaching, correct?
Yeah, I couldn't attend the group coaching, unfortunately, because it's like 3 a.m. or something for me.
Yes.
But I tried to check out the group chat, watch the recordings, and I think they really helped because some people had questions that I wanted to ask, but they asked already. So even just watching it from a distance was really solidifying. But I honestly think if you don't have these ideas, the one-on-one will be better to begin with. And then the group coaching will be just to help you continue your journey.
And to feel that you're not on your own when you have the community, that are in the course with you, that have the same challenges and progressing together.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, being skinny is like in our Arab DNA for some reason,
Yeah.
Everyone's
exactly.
obsessed with it, but no one is skinny, so I don't know.
Exactly. And it's also, dealing with people commenting, unfortunately it is in all cultures, but it seems to be even more in our culture, where it's okay to be compared to your cousin. It's okay for everyone in the family, your third cousin and your mom's uncle's daughters, whatever, to tell you, you put on weight, or you've lost weight, or, you would look so much prettier if you'd lost weight, comments like that.
Yeah.
So being part of the group really helps, because we tend to share.
It really does. I think this is one of the things that grabbed my attention towards your program, because no one's going to understand if I say like, oh, my mom said this, other than someone who has been through it and lived the experience as well.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so can you give us an example? You already did, but I'd love it if you could give another example of how you would eat today compared to how you would ate before. So I would remind you, in case you've forgotten, but when we first started together, you were restricting all day, okay? And then you'd have a big meal at night. And then I remember, especially that we started working Ramadan, and then after Ramadan, you started to incorporate, for example, having lunch, having breakfast, making sure you have meal during the day. And so if you could just explain that in a bit more detail.
Oh yeah. Food before this intuitive eating was non-existent. I would wake up and drink coffee till 6 or 7.
Mhm.
And
Wow.
I, I would love to say like what I ate, but all I remember it was a lot of fries
Oh, wow.
and a lot of unhealthy, just not even choices. I wouldn't call them choices. I would say
Mm,
what was in front of me became in my belly. I don't know what
mm,
it was most of the time.
mm. And then how
Like,
would you feel after this big meal at night?
oh my God, I would feel nauseous. I would
Mm,
feel tired, so sleepy. I felt like my fullness level was a 15 from
mm,
hunger level being -1. It
mm,
was really exhausting because I couldn't do anything before and I couldn't do anything after. So it just,
mm.
how can you live like this?
Yeah. And then how is it now?
Oh, food now is much better. I eat 3 meals a day almost consistently.
Mhm,
If it's not consistent, then I usually have a bigger middle day meal, brunch, it's
mm,
called.
mhm,
But most of the time, I would have breakfast, I would have lunch, and I will have dinner.
mhm,
And they all compose of carbs, fiber, and protein,
mhm,
every single one of them.
mhm,
Sometimes, I want to have a snack or something that doesn't, I don't want to
mm,
prepare it too much, but
mm,
most of the time my main meals have all these three just
mhm,
because I'm exercising, I want to feel better. It just makes more sense in my head to
mhm,
balance my plate. Um, and I'm trying to think. I feel much better. I don't
mm,
eat an insane amount of food at night. I'm not
mhm.
sleepy. I do things before and I do things after,
Nice. So you have way
which
more you have more energy.
so much more energy, so much more energy. And if I do have these 3 meals and between the day I'm hungry, I don't
Mm,
stop myself. I have a fruit, I have sometimes chocolate, sometimes I have chips, sometimes I have
mm,
cereal. It depends whatever I feel like I want to have, but I do have
mm,
a snack if I need it. I don't stop
mhm.
myself.
Nice. And then, so what would you tell someone who restricts all day and has a huge meal at night that thinks that if they allow themselves to eat during the day, they're going to be eating even more?
You would be surprised that you will definitely be eating less. It is
Mm,
a lot less. And even if it's not less, at least you know what you kept in your mouth. Like at the beginning, maybe I wasn't able to eat less, but I was able to understand what I'm eating
mm,
before. If you are so hungry to the point where you
mm,
just need to eat, it will be you just won't know. It will be like a big mix of really weird stuff that will hurt
mm.
you.
So
So
there's
yeah, I
more
think
awareness. It helps you be more aware when you're eating.
there's definitely more awareness. I'm sure over
Mm,
time that you will be eating less because you
mm,
are fueling yourself during the day. So when it's at night, you're not, oh my God, where are the fries? I can't
mm.
wait to eat everything.
Got it. Okay, so when you started eating during the day, I remember you would, go somewhere during your lunch break at work and try to choose what you're going to have for lunch. And I remember you telling me how you wanted to go for the big portion, or you wanted to go for more than one thing because there was this fear that it won't be enough. And then can you explain a bit about that and tell us about the Kit Kat hack?
Oh, my
Mm.
favorite hack. I still keep chocolate in my bag sometimes.
Okay.
Um, so I had a really strong obsession with ordering fast food and ordering fast food in really large, just abnormal amounts of food.
Mm,
And when I started doing this, it was very hard for me to understand that one plate would probably fill me up. So what I started doing is I started putting a piece of chocolate in my bag. It was a Kit Kat mainly because I like it. And I would tell myself, oh, okay, so it's small, but how about we eat the chocolate after? Or in the morning, I already had breakfast and I go get coffee and I see like something that looks nice, although I'm full. I want to buy it, so I'm like, طيب, you know, when you're full, you will have your coffee and see if you want to eat the Kit Kat with your coffee. So every time I felt like a diet thought or an overconsumption idea would come to my mind, I would always go back to, oh, you have chocolate in your bag. Don't worry. You can enjoy that if you want to.
Yeah. So it gave you the feeling of safety.
It really did. Most of the time I didn't eat the chocolate, but sometimes I did, and that's fine.
Yeah, and it's basically not just safety, it was this pause where it would be like, no, like, okay, I see the donut, but I'm probably full from breakfast, and if I eat that, I'm gonna be like even more full, and if I buy it, and if I don't eat it, I'm gonna feel guilty, so I'm gonna eat it because I feel guilty. So pause. I have the Kit Kat, I have that piece of chocolate in my bag. If I crave something, I can always get that chocolate. So it would, you know, help you be more aware, create that pause so that you can not make a impulsive decision.
Yeah, and I think it was also reassurance of, oh, if you feel like, because there's always a fear when you start this that, oh, I might not be full enough, or I might still be hungry, or so there's always this feeling of like, okay, if you're still hungry, then there's a Kit Kat, and it just reassures that not everything that looks beautiful you have to buy and you have to eat it. It's okay to let some things go. Come back to it later, or just let it go.
Yes. It's like it's FOMO, but for food.
Yes, it
right?
did feel like that.
As if the food is going to run away and you're never going to be able to eat, you know, whatever that is. Back to exercise, you once told me that you feel like you don't deserve to exercise unless you've been eating healthy. Can you explain more, and how is it different now?
Oh, I used exercise as a form of punishment. To be honest, I punished myself on everything. I punished myself on skincare. I punished myself on exercise. I punished myself on even food, which is ironic because anyways, everything was a form of punishment. If I didn't eat right, then I can't do skincare, then I can't exercise, then I can't. My whole day is ruined, and I force myself to just sit down and watch TV because I didn't eat right, so I'm not right, and because I'm gonna quote unquote eat like a fat person, I also need to behave like one, which is very crazy. Yeah, it was a really destructive way of thinking about how.
And it's very sad that it's not what other people think about someone who is in a bigger body. You internalize how people see others in a bigger body, and you know, like discriminate against yourself, which is so sad, right?
Yeah, and you stop yourself from living. I stopped myself from living. I liked exercise, but somewhere with this diet and weight loss and everything, I stopped exercising unless I was being good. But what even is that? You know, it's shocking to think about now.
That's what's so sad, is that your dieting doesn't just, you know, ruin your relationship with food. It ruins your relationship with exercise. And yourself.
It ruined
and with
my
yourself.
relationship with everything. Yeah, it really did. I couldn't even. I would open my eyes and think about weight loss and continue to think about weight loss until I fell asleep, which was crazy.
So how is your relationship now with exercise?
Oh, I love it. It's not a punishment. It's not a reward. It's nothing. I want to exercise, so I go exercise. I feel better after, I feel better before I go. I really feel better while I'm exercising.
Amazing.
But if I feel tired or if I just don't do it, but I don't force it to be some kind of punishment. You didn't go yesterday, you can't go today. I just go whenever I want to. And, you know, everything in moderation is really good. But
Amazing.
I'm always careful to not punish myself and not reward myself with exercise or food. Both need to be very neutral.
Yeah, so and you enjoy it way more now, and you've chosen a form of movement that you actually enjoy and look forward to.
Yeah, I really have.
Wonderful. So other than your relationship with food and exercise, what other changes have you noticed in your health or life since applying the intuitive eating principles?
Oh wow. Like I said before, I woke up thinking about weight loss and I went to sleep thinking about weight loss. So I really couldn't live. I couldn't go anywhere, or I didn't want to eat in public. I didn't want to do anything with my life. And now it's shocking because my brain feels lighter. So I'm looking into anything I can explore. I'm actually living my life, which is crazy.
Wow.
To think that one small dieting thing can affect your confidence, can affect your mentality, can affect how you see yourself because of how other people see you is insane. Now I don't care. I don't care if I was the smallest or the biggest person in the room. I will go and be confident and just be happy. And I feel confident and happy. And I don't care if the people next to me are laughing at me or saying whatever. I'm there, I'm learning, I'm having fun. It's crazy. I picked up so many skills. Yeah.
Wow, it's
I
amazing.
got my driver's license here, which is something I've been
Wow.
wanting to do. I'm learning how to swim. I'm doing salsa. Like,
Wow, nice.
I know, right? I'm going to restaurants. I'm eating outside. I'm not eating fast food. I'm enjoying my life outside of my home, regardless of how anyone sees me, which is wow.
So what would you tell someone who's delaying, you know, going on a trip or wearing a certain dress or going to a specific like workout class until they've reached a certain weight? What message do you want them to understand?
I would say that you might be waiting till forever. You might never actually do it.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that will happen? When I first started, I was like, okay, one class. And then if I don't like it, I don't like it. The door is always open for you to try something. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But how will you know if you've never tried?
Yeah, exactly.
And why care what anyone thinks? You like it, you think it's nice, then you do it. Why are you judging yourself before people even judged you?
Yeah. And the sad thing is that if they're waiting for the weight loss, unfortunately, statistics show that, like you said, they'll be waiting for the rest of their life because most people, you know, they diet and they would fail and the weight would come back on. So, you know, it's hard. It's hard to face that reality, but don't let, you know, your life go by and not experience all these things you keep delaying until you're at a certain weight, because you might be waiting too long and then it's too late, right?
I agree. If you have tunnel vision on just weight loss, then you won't be able to enjoy your life. If you enjoy your life, you might lose weight. So you're winning either way. You're having fun, and there may be a chance you lose weight, but if you focus only on weight loss, then nothing will ever happen.
Yes, exactly. I love that. So during this, you know, the period while you were, you know, challenging yourself, you know, getting out of your comfort zone, which is basically what is required when you stop dieting and apply the intuitive eating principles, what do you feel help you stay motivated?
I think when I first started noticing me feeling better emotionally, because I somehow carried big guilt that I was lazy person, that I was not motivated, that I was not strong enough. Why can't I do what everyone else is doing? Like I something was wrong with me. But in reality, it was all this I don't know how to say it, like all these things that are weighing me down were the things that when they started falling off me, that just kept me wanting to continue. I've become more adventurous than I ever have in my life, because there's just so much more freedom in accepting yourself. At the end of the day, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna look the same. So why do I care what I look like for other people? I'm not happy myself. If they're happy, good for that. But I'm not happy. I'm not living my life. So when I started challenging myself and I saw that this is something that is actually doable and I can be happy, my mental state really just kept me going and making sure that this is a habit. It's not, motivation dies. Making sure that I'm implementing this, and every time I'm eating, every time I think about it, and not punishing myself if I overate one time. I'm not like, oh my God, that's it for me. I can't, I have to diet again. And just going back to the skills that I learned and just reading them again. Okay, next time I want to. And honestly, just becomes a habit. Now I don't even think about it. Okay, I'm full. And I don't care if the plate is full, it's empty. I had seconds, I'm full, that's it. Like, that's the end of it.
So you feel like those small positive developments that you started to experience, even from like the first few days, were what helped you, to motivate you to continue going forward. And then you got to a point where you just started, understanding it and like literally embracing it and living, those principles and seeing that it's just so much easier and lighter, like we said before, to live this way than how it was in the past.
Yeah, 100%. It's the small steps, the small happy feelings you get that are, even eating a piece of chocolate, that you've been feeling guilty to eat a piece of chocolate from you were 13 and just eating chocolate and not caring what happens before, not caring what happens after. It motivates you to just keep going,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what's amazing about applying the intuitive eating principles, because you actually end up enjoying food way more than when you were dieting or when we were having those cheat meals. Because eating when you're hungry and then stopping before you get too full and really, choosing the foods that you really enjoy and savoring it, and at the same time moving your body in a way that you actually enjoy, and knowing that your meals are balanced and you have more energy, and you also feel more positive, and you actually become a better person that other people want to be around more.
It's shocking how angry you get because you can't eat cheesecake.
Yes, exactly. So that's what, that's the thing. It's your relationship with food affects everything around you. Your personality is also different when and the problem is that people think that when they stop dieting, then, they're eating whatever they want, then that's how intuitive eating is, but it's not at all. Eating in an intuitive way is not the same as when you stop dieting, because when you stop dieting, yeah, you might feel better, the first few days, and you're eating the foods that were forbidden, but then all that guilt and that, the dread of the next diet also affects your mood.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And I have to say, Sara, that what really helped you go all in, you know, and be successful in applying the principles is the fact that you did not attach success to what the scale says, you know, what your weight ends up being. You were able to let that go. And I feel that's definitely one of the ways for someone to more easily adopt the intuitive eating principles.
Yes,
So,
I 100% agree.
Yeah. So thank you so much for your time
Oh, thank
and your
you.
honesty and being an amazing client. And I'm gonna let you go
Thank you
because
for your program.
for you, I know it's very late, and I don't know if you've had dinner or you're going to go have dinner. But thank you so much for your time, and as
Thank you.
usual, we will be in touch.
Oh, thank you so
Take
much,
care, my
Anna.
dear.
Thank you.
Thank you.